Hello and welcome back to Living Abroad. In this video, I'm going to tell you 10 things that surprised me about Malaysia. Number one, English. I was pleasantly surprised how widely spoken English is in Malaysia. English is widely spoken in Malaysia, especially in urban areas, businesses, like business settings, and among younger generation. It's often the second language for many Malaysians after Bahasa Malaysia. And in the education system, English is a compulsory subject in school. And many universities offer courses in English, making it easy for expats and tourists to navigate. Because, when you travel to a new country, communication can be a major issue in some places like Vietnam, Thailand, maybe even Indonesia. So when you come here, it's like a really, really nice little break from having to navigate through your phone or ask people only speak English. So when I came here, it was really surprising, even from the taxi driver, the food vendors, anybody talk to, at least in my experience so far being in Kuala Lumpur, Georgetown, Cameron Highlands, I really never ran into anybody that didn't speak English. So if you're first time traveling in Asia and you're worried about the language, English is not a problem here in Malaysia. The second is ease of visa process as a tourist, getting into the country and renewing it. As a Canadian, I get 90 days. That's 3 months to stay in Malaysia without having to even renew it. So that's amazing. And if you do have to renew it, it's a very straightforward process. For many nationalities, Malaysia offers a free visa entry anywhere from 30 to 90 days. And even visa runs, tourists can often extend their stay by making a visa run to a neighboring country. Basically, just hop onto a bus, go to Thailand or even on a short flight somewhere and come back and get 30 or 90 days all over again. And also for digital nomads, and recent initiatives have aimed to make Malaysia a more welcoming place for digital nomads, a long-term tourist visa with easier visa extensions and flexible options. Basically, Malaysia, you don't really have to worry about that because that's one of the biggest concerns of digital nomads, long-term travelers, younger people that want to live in Asia. Having to stay there legally for a long term can be an issue, especially with places like Thailand, for example. It's difficult to stay long term, and it's a lot of bureaucracy and all that. So some of that's been taken away in Malaysia, which is excellent for people like me. The third big surprise was the melting pot and the cultural ethnicity. So for me, when I came here, I had no idea who was Malaysian, who's Chinese, who's Malay, who's Indian, who's from Bangladesh. There's so many different types of people here. It really is a true melting pot of a city, especially Kuala Lumpur. It's got a diverse population because Malaysia is home to a variety of ethnic groups, including the ones I just said, right? And it's got its own indigenous people as well. And it's got cultural festivals because Malaysia celebrates a wide array of cultural festivals such as Hari Raya or Chinese New Year, and Deepavali, and even Gawai Dayak. I don't even know what some of these are, but the point is, it celebrates these traditions and customs, showcasing its rich cultural diversity. And also the intercultural harmony, right? So despite being a diverse place, Malaysia is known for its relatively harmonious, multicultural society where different traditions and customs are respected and celebrated. Not like some other places where, they really want people to get out if it's not from that country. Let's not get into politics, but it is a sense of when you get here, you'll see what I mean. If you've been to Malaysia, you can definitely confirm. If you're Malaysian, maybe you can go ahead and give us some insight on that itself, but it's amazing to see the inclusivity of the different cultures, ethnicities. It's kind of cool. Number 4, and probably one of my favorite, is affordability. The cost of living here really surprised me. So when I got here, I noticed how modern it is. I expect it to be a bit more pricey, but relatively speaking, it's really affordable, especially if you have USD, Canadian, Australian, euros, whatever. The conversion rate, it's really helpful. At the time of making this video, right now, 1 USD is almost 5 ringgit, so 4.8 right now. So that's pretty good. Think about it, because you can get a meal for about 8 ringgit. So basically, you can eat for $2 really in Malaysia, which is incredible. I'm not saying every meal should be that cheap, let's say, but if you want to live, if you want to save money, you can do that here in Malaysia. For example, housing, renting and property prices are relatively lower compared to many Western countries and other Asian countries especially as well, which is kind of cool. And even your daily expenses like the food, transportation, utilities are very affordable, making it very attractive for a destination for expats like myself. And also healthcare, although I have not been in any hospitals, apparently Malaysia offers high quality healthcare at a fraction of the cost of developed countries, attracting medical tourists as well. Whoa, watch out, Thailand. You got Malaysia in competition with medical tourism, although I think that's going to be a little while before Malaysia overtakes Thailand for medical tourism, but still an option. Number 5, another one of my favorites, walkability. Now, when I say that, I mean sidewalks and pedestrian lanes and, even for cyclists. And Malaysia was surprisingly organized for me. And coming from some other Southeast Asian country where you have to walk next to like tricycles, bicycles, cars, dogs, and whatever. There's some countries really got nowhere to walk for pedestrians. So I do love the fact that Malaysia is really walkable. I don't mean that the attractions are close to each other. I just mean you can simply get outside and start walking and not be worried about getting hit by a car or something. Because like the urban planning cities like Kuala Lumpur and Penang have made efforts to improve walkability with pedestrian-friendly zones, parks, and even public spaces like the one I'm sitting at right now. Number 6 is animal friendly. You know, I'm a really big dog person. So whenever I go to a country where I see them eating dogs and cooking dogs and maybe mistreating dogs and I see malnourished stray dogs everywhere, it's really heartbreaking. And I haven't really seen that in Malaysia. Now, I don't know if they actually like euthanize all the dogs because, I mean, I don't want to be generalizing or be biased, I guess. I don't know if it's because it's a Muslim country and dogs are not considered clean in many ways. I see a lot of cats though. A lot of people feeding cats here. Also, like Malaysia, it's got a lot of conservation for animals, and it's one of the only places you can see like orangutan tangs, you know. So also pet ownership, like owning pets is common with numerous pet-friendly parks, cafes, and accommodations available. Wildlife conservation. Malaysia is home to diverse wildlife and has many national parks and conservation areas such as Taman Negara and Borneo's, of course, rainforest reserves. And of course, veterinary services are very good, apparently. High quality vets live in Malaysia. So if you're like a dog owner or a pet owner, Malaysia is pet friendly. Number 7, one of my biggest surprises, actually, how developed Malaysia is. And Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, some of these major cities are very well developed. Malaysia boasts modern infrastructure, including advanced telecommunications, extensive road networks, and high quality healthcare facilities as well. Also, economic growth that has strong and diversified economy and significant contributions to sectors of manufacturing, services, and tourism, and technological advancement as well. Major cities are tech savvy with widespread internet access and digital services. So when I say develop, I don't just mean like tall buildings. That's obviously there. If you come to Malaysia, now it's obvious for me, but it wasn't at first. So yeah, Petronas Towers, whoa, amazing, phenomenal. They got amazing malls and roads and bridges and like everything seems to be really, really modern. Number 8 might be very important to many of you, especially considering the region, is transportation. Malaysia has excellent public transportation. A major city like in Kuala Lumpur has integrated public transportation system, including the MRT, LRT buses, and commuter trains. It's also accessible. Like public transport is affordable and accessible, making it easy to get around without a car even. So, and also got intercity travel. So Malaysia has efficient intercity bus and train services connecting different regions, facilitating travel across the country, which is amazing. Not many countries, or not a lot of countries, not every country has what Malaysia has when it comes to the road system, train system. Everything's connected, well connected. And now that can be a really big boost and big pro for many people that only have 2 weeks, let's say, or 1 week to travel. When you don't have to spend half a day or a full day getting from one place to another place, you really get to enjoy the city, the country, the place. So yeah, I'm really surprised, impressed at how affordable the public transportation is. For example, the BTS in Bangkok is kind of expensive for the locals, but here you can get from one place to another for like 2 ringgit, right? So that's like 40 cents even public transportation. Number 9 is inclusive of different religions and cultures. So freedom of religion, right? So the Constitution guarantees freedom of religion, and this reflects in the country's diverse religious landscape. You can see that everywhere. And places of worship like Malaysia hosts a variety of religious sites, including mosques, temples, churches, and gurdwaras, often found in close proximity to each other, right? And cultural respect. There's a high level of mutual respect and tolerance among different religious and cultural groups. Tolerance is what I'm really referring to here, because sometimes like it's hard to tell if you accept it or not based on your belief. But over here, honestly, you can wear a hijab if you want, you can wear a burqa if you want, you can wear a miniskirt if you want. It doesn't seem like people really care. I wouldn't recommend going to purposely antagonizing one religious group by wearing almost nothing and walking into a mosque. I don't know, it's a little disrespectful or whatever. But I'm saying in general public, nobody seems to care, honestly. Like you can coexist with anybody. I've seen bars right down the street from a mosque, for example. You can have a beer. Nobody really seems to bother you at all. You can practice your religion and still be accepted and included. And number 10, I saved the best for last, Malaysian food. You know, I had no idea what Malaysian food would taste like before I came here, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I made many food videos on this channel because I was so impressed by the food. The food is phenomenal, full of spices, full of ingredients, full of flavors, and very diverse. Whether you're a vegetarian, a meat lover, they do not like discriminate. If you love food, you're gonna love Malaysia. Malaysian cuisine is a rich tapestry of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous flavors, offering a wide range Ambitious, the street food culture is vibrant and diverse with night markets like Pasar Malam and food stalls offering affordable and delicious meals everywhere. And of course, food festivals, events like Penang International Food Festival celebrates the country's culinary heritage, attracting food enthusiasts from all around the world. Like me, Malaysian food is really, like, it's creeping up top two, top three for me, if not, I don't want to say the best food in the world, but it's really good. And here's my bonus one. Number 11 is the Malaysian people. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just a easygoing person, kind of a outgoing extrovert, but every time I've spoken to a Malaysian person, they've been friendly to me. Maybe I gotta stay here longer to find out more about the culture, but Malaysians, from the taxi drivers to the food vendors to people at a park like this when I do my street interviews, have been nothing but kind, friendly, hospitable. I don't have any personal experiences at the moment, but all my one-on-one interactions have been positive. I have nothing bad to say about the Malaysian people, and I have made some Malaysian friends, right? Like Malik, if you guys want to check out his channel at Best Foodie Forever. Him and I made a couple of videos together. Very friendly guy, humble guy, really nice guy. So yeah, Malaysia has wonderful people. Those were 10 things that surprised me, and one bonus one for you guys. Leave your comments down below. Which of these surprised you? I would love to know. And if you've never been here, are you impressed? Do you want to come here? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.